Oh my gosh.
I knew without asking she was into the blues.
Oh, okay.
She wore scarlet begonias tucked into her curls. I knew right
Forrest Gump was
away
fiction.
she
Forrest Fuhs is real.
like
Whenever something was happening, a concert, locker room, a moment, Brian Fuhs was there, and he's got the pictures to prove it. Today, he takes us all wall by wall through the Grateful Garage. This is a side piece, the Grateful Garage. Welcome to 15 Friends. I'm Jeff. We got Campbell, we got Craig, we got Brian, we got Carson, we got Derek. Campbell, take a seat.
General Lee over the background. I mean, there's just so much to talk about. And the setting is a vibe and a mood starter. But before we get into what all of this means for so many of us, and
This is a first.
yeah,
We've got an offspring of one of the 15 Friends on the pod for the first time. Well, no, Dean was on for a split second, but
yeah, but thank you for setting that up. Carson, jump in here real quick. Just say hello.
Hello.
What year are you in high school?
I'm a rising senior.
Rising senior. You just took an amazing trip pretty much around the world.
Yep.
Let's talk about it for a minute.
where'd you go? How long were you there?
Walk us through for the next minute and a half, 2 minutes. Talk about your last 6 or 7 weeks. How did that look?
Went to Boston, New York, Paris, and Beijing. So,
All right.
yeah, pretty.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Nice.
No big deal. Yeah,
Lot
whatever.
to
Doesn't
dig
happen.
into there,
Doesn't
though.
everybody do that? Yeah.
So what happened while y'all were up in the Northeast? What happened while y'all were in Boston? What was going on?
World Cup, a lot of Scots, which was very interesting. Went to a Red Sox game, which was pretty cool.
Absolutely.
I do think
Go Sox.
I think Fenway is cooler than Wrigley.
Fighting words.
In related
I need a-
news, Carson's looking for a new place to live.
I
I'm
need an
really
update.
glad
At a
that
minimum,
Derek
it's
is
on
standing
par.
between Carson and Brian.
I haven't been to Wrigley in 3 years, so that if that changes,
That's
that
a call out, Brian.
Oh no!
We asked
Oh
your
no!
dad.
I'm a high school senior. I haven't been to Wrigley.
We
in 3
asked
years.
your dad on the last podcast, what was your kid's favorite meal? Why don't you answer for yourself? When you were up in the Northeast, what did you enjoy eating the most?
Ooh. I'd say probably clam chowder.
Nice.
Very closely followed by pizza, but clam chowder is one of my favorite foods.
What was your take on the lobster roll?
I didn't have one.
No? Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of
Ooh.
lobster.
10-4.
Oh no!
Yeah. So the interesting thing was the lobster roll was a common theme, but Carson did stay true to the clam chowder, and so I think you probably had 3 or 4 bowls, and after each bowl in different cities, the rankings were adjusted.
Yes.
So your favorite bowl of clam chowder would have been what? And where?
New Hampshire. Was it Portsmouth?
Yes.
Portsmouth, New Hampshire was the best. The first.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was very good.
Wow.
So you went from Boston to where? Real quick.
Where do we go after that?
You ever rolled through Rhode Island?
Rhode Island.
So we did a little pit stop in Cape Cod,
Oh,
right? So we had the
that's
little
right.
Airbnb in Cape Cod.
Yep.
Cape Cod. And then
I'm in charge of the
the sound
Voi-
effect.
yeah,
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 the
of the-
voices.
the bad
the
accents.
of the bad accents.
Cape
If
Cod
you,
kid.
The
if you want
accents.
good accents, we go to Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But Carson, let's fast forward to taking that train into New York City.
Oh, God.
You were on a mission.
New York City.
Because mind you, Carson was going to naturally be with us for the entire duration of New York City. But when we learned that the China trip was going to impact his stay in New York, it limited his stay in New York. I don't even know if you were there for 24 hours.
No, I was there for like 10.
10 hours. Yeah. So we had to maximize that experience. And so before we even got to New York, Carson said to me, I don't really care what we do, but we have to have New York style pizza.
$1.50 pizza
Yes.
and MSG. And
Yeah. And MSG, home of the Knicks, who just won the championship. But
Oh, I thought you were
let's
talking
talk-
about the Chinese additive. No.
So yeah, you got some pizza. Pizza was high on your list.
Yes. It was very good. There was one we had that was just like cardboard. Tasted like $1.50 pizza.
Yeah.
But MSG was pretty cool. Went to like 4 or 5 stores looking for a Tyler Kulik jersey. Didn't have him.
Yeah, that was a hard.
Too
find.
popular, I guess.
As a New Yorker, I have a question. Did you fold your slice, or did you eat it flat?
I folded it.
Thank
Wait.
God.
Okay. Time out.
That's my man right there.
Whose jersey?
Correct.
Tyler who?
Tyler Kulik, number 13.
13?
Yeah.
He saved. Yeah.
Oh, was he the one that tipped it
Yeah,
in?
the tip in.
Okay.
No.
No, we
No,
can
no,
tell
no.
our friends
He
that.
saved Christmas Day. That's what he did.
He saved Christmas Day.
He
Yep.
he played at Marquette. That's him right there.
Yes.
in-
I need
Speaking of the Grateful Garage.
like this is great. This is amazing. Let's fast forward to China.
Okay.
Like, I mean, okay, $1.50 pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Let's no, dumb. Yeah, dive into China for a minute, man. Real
Okay.
quick.
China.
Like, first of all, real quick. You arrive. You're hanging out for a couple of days.
Yeah. 12 days.
Let's not flash forward to the end quite yet.
Okay.
What are the initial impressions of China when you're on the ground? What's going on?
A lot. So many people, like crazy amount of people. Like more, like I thought New York City was crazy. It was nothing. I think it's like 3 times the population in Beijing.
So where'd you? Beijing.
Yeah,
Okay.
we flew into Beijing. Food was very interesting. I had a whole squid tentacle on a stick, but not like calamari, just like the whole arm.
So were you pausing to try that, or were you like open to try? Do you like to experience new things eating wise?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
kind of found like 3 or 4 foods I like. I tried everything,
Okay.
but I found about 3 or 4 foods that I liked, and I kind of just ate that everywhere we went.
So what was the most surprising thing that you had that you were like, wow, I didn't think I was going to like this, but this is amazing? Is there something that comes to mind?
Not really.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had an idea of like the pork or chicken was going to be good.
Can we set the scene for a second? Carson, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3", about. What shoes?
How tall did you feel in China?
Oh,
8'9".
yeah. I did not see a single person taller than me.
Are you going to join the circus in China? Maybe.
You would have thought. I feel like I could have. I think I took about 40 pictures with people. Age range about like 8 to about 80.
Oh, amazing.
I was sitting on a bench and I just had 2 guys, probably in their 60s, come up to me and take turns taking pictures with me. They just sat
Man,
down
that's so
and
cool, dude.
So you're like a freak show.
yeah.
Are you a TikTok celebrity in China right now?
Are you Brian reincarnated?
That's
what's
right.
going
I
on
know.
right now?
I mean, I could have told them I was
Oh.
like Cooper Flag and they would have believed it. I could have said I could have reached for like Steph Curry and I feel like I could have gotten a couple.
Amazing.
I do love because I did. Carson was pretty consistent with checking in and talking and calling, and within 24 hours of being in the mainland, he did say, he goes, "Dad, man, I've probably taken 10 pictures within the first 24 hours." And you sent me a picture of what looked like probably a 70-year-old guy. And I think you said when that man took a picture with you, didn't he proceed to show you stuff, or what was he?
Yeah, he showed me his whole family, like a family picture.
Was he trying to marry you off?
I don't know. Yeah, he showed me his whole family, his house, his job. I mean, he just told me his whole life story essentially in about a minute.
That's awesome.
So let's
amazing.
talk real quick,
That's
and
amazing.
that's when we'll transition back over into the Grateful Garage. How, like, when you left China or during your experience there, what were your top 2 or 3 highlights, man? I saw some pictures that you posted on your social media
Just some
account.
pickup hoops with some randoms.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was pretty
that's
cool.
cool. Like, What a neat experience, man.
Yeah, met some good friends. A couple guys. They were pretty cool. It was pretty fun in China. They don't really check IDs either.
Oh, okay, we're going there.
Yeah, that I
They
got
didn't need
invited
you
to
were
a
being
couple of
monitored.
places. But yeah, it was pretty fun. I
What-
got
Was
detained.
there a memorable?
You got hold on,
Wait,
hold on.
whoa! I heard the word detained.
Yes.
Can we elaborate on that?
Yeah. So at Tiananmen Square, I don't know if you guys are familiar.
We're very
Yeah,
our
I'm old
generation's
enough.
very
Yeah,
familiar.
Thanks, communism. Yeah, whatever. It's
yeah.
fine.
So we were walking in there with our group, and they have like TSA level security, probably bigger. We had a pat down as well.
Did you lay in the road?
So I had a backpack. I didn't have anything bad in it. But apparently I had my harmonica left in my backpack, and they did not know what that was. This dude was blown away. So he's holding it up, like calling his buddies over, like his police officer buddies over, checking this thing out. I blew
Really?
into it, and they take me away from my group. We leave the square and go into this like room. It's like white tiles, white fluorescent. It's pretty creepy. And I'm in there for like 30, 40 minutes
By yourself with the
by myself. And there's like a couple other Chinese people in there.
wow.
And I don't really, I mean, I speak Chinese, but I can like order food,
Right.
not speak to the Chinese police.
Like, may I have squid on a
Well, that's
stick?
Yeah.
that's shocking too, because like from a field trip perspective, right? That he was alone. That's a little.
Tour guide did come
Where's-
save my
what's our
life.
what's our chaperone doing?
Well, he was managing the other 30 guys there that were with us.
the ones that were free.
Yeah.
Yeah, the free ones.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. Tour guide did save me.
Okay.
I got my harmonica back as well.
Did you?
Why did you have a harmonica with you?
Why would you not?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I'm just
You're asking the
curious.
wrong
Why would you
question.
I didn't know that
Why would
Carson
you
was a
even think
harmonica.
about
why wouldn't you
player.
be ready to just rip off a little
Well,
piano
that's-
man?
that's
You know, to
okay.
get her
John
started, a
Popper.
little,
All right,
little Billy Joel
if
action.
we could, why don't we ask your dad a few questions while you go grab your harmonica,
Oh,
and then you can come back and you can give us a little.
Oh, there we
ditty.
go.
I love
So
this
that
much.
that harmonica, Take your that time. harmonica that Carson had was from my grandpa right there, Leroy Fuhs. He's right there by the
Leroy.
dartboard on the bottom black and white.
It looks like Snoop.
Yeah. Well, it's his cousin. But that harmonica was my grandfather's, and I've had it in the house. I think it was in a drawer of, in my office. I haven't seen it in a while, and I genuinely had no idea that Carson A found it, and B was just kind of playing around and starting to
Learned how to kind of play it a little bit.
learn.
Take it to
I
China.
had no idea, and it's not like
It's amazing.
I mean, the harmonica is a pretty noticeable instrument in your house, and we don't live in a big house, so you can hear stuff. So the fact that he was detained, and the piece of information that they wanted to learn about was the actual harmonica is mind blowing.
So
Okay.
Brian,
We're
I have
about
a question.
to find out.
Glad I made it
When
home.
did you did you know any of this was going on at the time, or you completely found out after the fact?
No idea.
I mean, that's
I think we were
It's a little
still. I think
scary.
we were. I don't know. I think we were still in New York, and Kenner's like, "Hey, we were getting ready to go to the Today Show or something," and Kenner's like, "Hey, Carson told me he was detained."
he's been detained.
If you're
in
to
Asia,
China,
in
in
Tiananmen
China,
Square,
Can you think of a more like a scarier word
No.
as a parent?
No,
Detained.
No,
You could be detained in
No.
like Youngsville, and you're like, "Oh crap!"
no.
You're
The Tiananmen
detained.
Square?
You're detained in China. Okay, I'll see you in 8 months.
Or
All right, Carson has made his way back to his seat.
He has the harmonica.
I have the
there's
harmonica.
no pressure here, man.
There's no pressure.
Okay.
Oh no, there's a little bit of pressure.
There's
and
a-
I'd,
yeah.
I'd like
There's
you
a
to
little
overcome
bit
it.
of pressure.
One day I was just sitting at home, and I saw the harmonica on a shelf, and I said I wanted to learn how to play.
As you should.
So I watched some YouTube videos. So
Nice.
What do you
I know.
got for us?
I actually wrote this song.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh,
My
this
God.
is
Even better.
Brian,
This isn't piano.
are,
I was
are we
lying.
able to
He's
hit
doing
pause?
it.
I was
Because I'm
lying.
about to throw my microphone across the room.
Carson, take it away.
All right, here we go.
Do your thing. Here's Carson.
My new song.
I can picture.
Carson, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
can picture 1890s
Carson.
me in a field singing a hymn to that.
It sounds reminiscent
Can
of Piano
somebody
Man.
does.
pass
It sounds
the-
like a Piano Man intro.
Can somebody pass the beans?
Good job, Carson.
I call
That
that
was
song
impressive, buddy.
"Detained."
in quotes in
All right.
Tiananmen Square.
Carson, as an adult, I go to China and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that square or that building. You're like, I was able to drink.
Yeah.
But all that aside, if you're leaving China, what was your most like memorable, like, okay, like that little area or that spot? Did you have a spot or a building or a thing where you were like, man, this is China?
I think playing basketball. I mean, we played for like 2 or 3 hours at like midnight. That was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Were they good hoopers?
One of them was really good, but he was like 5'5", so that was kind of
So
holding
were
him
you
back.
were you playing?
So you were
center?
like Dikembe Mutombo?
Oh yeah, I mean, Yao Ming.
You're
So you just wandered out of the hotel, found a game, and like hooped up. Like what? How did that come about?
No, so I was I noticed there was like 40 basketball courts. So this is next like the Olympic facilities that are like abandoned. It's kind of creepy. But me and one of my friends kind of just were asking around, "Hey, do y'all play basketball?" And one of them finally said yes. So we got their Chinese phone number, and we went and played basketball. He sent me a video actually.
Did you use your actual phone there?
That's incredible.
Probably
Yeah,
was
It's
through
hacked.
WhatsApp.
It's hacked. I'm
Well,
just telling you.
it's basically WhatsApp, but for China. It's called WeChat. You had to put your credit card in. That's how you paid. So
Whose credit card?
Shout out to WeChat, sponsors of the pod.
Yeah, sponsors of this.
We just
week's
picked up
pod,
1 billion
WeChat.
followers.
WeChat.
yeah,
Awesome.
How did that charge come through, Brian?
Carson, you the man, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate you chiming in.
Thank
tonight.
you for hanging, man.
Thanks
Thank you for letting me on the
not being
pod.
shy.
That's cool
There
as
we
hell,
go.
man.
There we go.
That's awesome
Carson.
experience.
Everybody give him a round.
Nice.
Work, dude. Nice
Well done.
work.
Well done.
Now, I will say before we segue, Carson was so gracious. You know, just when you think you know your kids, Carson came back from this experience and said, "Dad, I got gifts for everyone." Now, that's for everyone, including your brother and your younger sister and your mom. And he was so gracious. So he's showing me all these gifts. Great, very thoughtful gifts for everybody. And he goes, "Dad, I got something for the garage."
Nice.
That's
And
amazing.
And I go, well, that's so kind. It's so thoughtful. It's an empty case of Chinese beer. It's a cardboard box from, right? Am I saying this correct?
Yes, this is not the only thing I got. For you,
Asahi.
just to be clear.
Just
Yeah.
to be clear, very fair. This
This
is not
is-
the only thing, but it was a case of beer, and you said those beers were not the best.
Terrible.
Asahi's awful.
Compare it.
It was like Michelob Ultra, but worse somehow.
Okay. Yeah. That,
If
that could be hard to
they
do.
could make it
if they got
always
it
taste
worse-
warm.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
That's a pretty low bar.
it was very bad.
But so like, isn't China's thing? You're not supposed to drink cold water because it constricts your stomach.
yes,
Isn't that a Chinese thing?
it was like boiling hot.
Yeah.
The food was like super hot, like spicy, and you try to get a cold glass of water, and it like
No,
you,
because
it burned
it's
your mouth.
cold water's not good for your stomach because it constricts it in your intestines and all that stuff.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Yep.
Well, thank you, son.
You're welcome.
We'll edit out the beer
No,
story.
no, we won't.
But no, hey, in all seriousness, incredibly proud of the experience you had, the maturity you had. I feel like your mom and I had better conversations with you a world away than sometimes we do in the four walls of our house. And so let's keep that same energy.
Yes, sir.
And be grateful and never forget how lucky you are to have the experiences you do.
Yeah, I mean, really,
Cheers.
like that sounds like an amazing experience, and not a lot of kids get to do that. So
Yeah, very
just
lucky.
keep that in mind, bro.
Not a lot of people.
I'll dad
Yeah.
because I
So-
do that.
Thank you,
I'm
Carson.
0 for China.
Yeah.
Never
been.
set foot in China.
Never.
Yeah. Sounds like the highlight is playing basketball with locals.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right,
Getting
we're going to
detained.
transition
All right.
real quick.
Thanks,
Back-
Carson.
Thank you,
Good
Carson.
to see you, brother.
Hang out if you want, bro.
Yeah.
Shit. Don't get out.
You don't have to leave.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Because you might contribute to this garage situation.
I think we've discovered Carson likes a microphone quite a bit.
Yeah.
He may have inherited that from his father.
Shocking. Shocking.
So we're gonna dig in a little bit more on the Grateful Garage. So Fuhs, why don't you just kind of tee it up with some thoughts about, just
You gave us the intro in
Yeah.
the previous podcast. You talked about how this was the one room that you could decorate, and you've had all these experiences. But what is there something that you can expand upon, but without getting into an individual story? Like, how did you start? Like, we talked about your Dwayne Wade story, right? About Marquette. Like, was that the first of those experiences that you had? Like, where did this whole thing? Like, where did you realize? Because I'm not a guy that could necessarily go up to somebody like that and do that. It's not a confidence thing. It's more of just like a, I don't know, anxiety thing or something. But like, when did you realize you could just walk up to somebody on that sort of level, athlete, rock star, movie star, whatever, and start that sort of conversation with them without making them feel like you're just fanboying? Do you remember?
I remember a few experiences, but I think it goes back to our previous pod about our dads, right? So being intellectually curious in others.
Yep.
Right? So I'm always listening, always hyper observant to people, to situations, curious in what makes their motor tick, what's their story. So I'm always asking questions, always learning. I think one of the very first stories or experiences was with my favorite athlete of all time, and that's Michael Jordan, right? So during the heyday when the Chicago Bulls were winning their championships and Michael was the best player on the planet and for all time.
Still is.
I had an experience at Michael Jordan basketball camp here, and this, I can't see this far. I don't know what year that was, but it was after they won a championship, and it was a summer camp, and it was Michael Jordan's basketball camp. And Michael came to this camp. Let's say the camp was 4 days. Mike came maybe 2 or 3 days. And the very first day he came in, it was like Jesus walking into the building.
Oh, I can only imagine.
What are some people that would stop you in your tracks? Like, think of
what age were you?
I was probably Carson's age. I was probably 15, 16.
Dude,
Yeah,
there's,
see,
that
to
would
me, that would have been like
who are
rock
some
star.
people?
I went
there's
to
not
I used to
many.
go to Joe Namath's football camp in the summertime. I'd see Joe Namath. I saw Dan Marino. Saw Phil Simms. Dan Marino stopped me in my tracks.
That's one.
Yeah, like stopped me, and also had a catch with me, which was incredible.
That's amazing.
Out of nowhere.
Who else stops you in your track? Like who are
Dan
the people?
Marino doesn't do it.
Oh, so
I'm
who
sorry.
is it
I
for
mean,
you?
oh, there's-
Who is
Buddy,
it for you?
Hold on, you're talking
If you're
about
on a football
you.
field at Quinnipiac College in the middle of Connecticut, and you're a middle school or high school
But I
quarterback,
think globally,
that's like that. Would,
We're not
that'd
talking
be-
globally.
That'd be like,
We're
seeing-
talking about
crime.
that'd be
personal
like
experience.
seeing Brady right now.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, what?
fair.
And then homeboy put his hand up. I had a ball in my hand. I was like spinning a ball on my finger. Marino put his hand up. He had a beer in one hand, put a hand up, and
course
was
he
like,
did.
throw me the ball. I was like, all right. And I threw him the ball. We stood there for 3 minutes. And he never took the beer out of his hand. Everything I threw him, he caught with one hand, flipped it, got the laces, and threw absolute piss missiles
And then
right
called
at
you
my
a
chest.
tabby cat.
Yeah, nearly murdered me with a football. And we had a little 3-minute catch, which made my. I'm
think that there's-
54 years old. I'm still talking about it. And then I just went to lunch.
I just think that there's a
Campbell,
there's a
that
number
kid.
of guys in our entire life,
And he's smiling.
So
And our-
Campbell, who's on your list that like when someone walks in the building, you see them somewhere. If you were to see this person
At
in
that
the flesh
age. At that age.
at any age,
Danny
no.
Fo-
But let's
Danny
let's
Fo-
put you in the
okay,
mindset.
maybe-
Is this a
mindset.
hypothetical, or are we talking about people we've actually ran into?
No. This
No,
is a hypothetical.
hypothetical.
Like at that
Absolutely.
age that Brian was at that time, had X person walked into the room that was like your guy,
Or girl.
or girl, who would have that have been?
Man, I try to put it in today's terms. Sorry, like how old were you?
15, 16,
Say high school.
15. Yeah,
Man,
I think I was a sophomore.
See, I can answer that.
Yeah.
Kathy,
I
I
think
think
of
there-
anybody
there
that
are-
would have stopped you in your
tracks.
There aren't many.
There's
Right
just, my mind always goes to like,
See, for me, it'd be
Jordan, LeBron, Brady, Messi. I mean, these
Brady then.
global
Yeah.
superstars that would wow me. I mean,
Yeah.
I've run in.
at your age, 16.
But
I've-
those are still the
I
same
ran
names.
into Dr. J in a
Heck.
Delta Crown room and got his autograph. And
But
just-
how old were you?
I was like 9.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely a name. Like a Bo Jackson,
Oh, Larry
just-
Bird, Magic.
Larry Bird, Magic, Bo.
Yeah.
Those are iconic.
Those would have got you,
Those
right?
are athletes.
Yeah.
Shut you down?
Yes. Yes.
So this is 1991. Bulls are fresh off their first NBA championship, and it's Michael Jordan basketball camp.
Oh my gosh.
Michael walks in on day one, and it's like Jesus walking into the building, right? The record stops. All the camp participants are kind of gathered around mid-court. There's coaches, some media members, and Mike walks in, and he says, "Hey, guys, we're going to start off with a little demonstration. I need one volunteer." And obviously everybody's hand goes up, right? I need one volunteer. Everybody's hand goes up. For some ridiculous reason, he picks me.
Of course you did.
I don't even believe that he picked you. I think at this point you're making shit up.
And what he wants to do is he wants to demonstrate a move that he does. It's called the rocket step. And the rocket step was something when he had the ball, he would quickly glance down at his defender's feet. And just how your feet are positioned could give Mike that half glimpse of an opportunity to get around that defender. So, for instance, if I'm here and I have my hips open, Mike sees that for a quick second to go, I can get around this guy and get to the hoop. It was called the rocket step. So he is demonstrating this move on me during this camp. We do a couple exercises he's demonstrating, but that was to answer Jeff's question, that was maybe my first experience. No, there was one before that. But that was a big experience that really set the tone. And to wrap this segment up, the garage, it evolves, right? So I'm really now more focused on experiences and friends. And I don't know which one of you said that the garage kind of takes its kind of ebbs and flows and things repurpose, and you come here, there's something else new hung or something's moved around, which is always the case. But now I'm more focused on people that I'm close with here in Wake Forest, people of this pod, but more importantly, people that have been a part of my life, because every time I come in here, I have a moment, I swear to God, every time I come in here, I think about people. I have people there's tributes of people that have tragically passed and left us early, and I see those pictures every day of my life, and it brings joy to my life. So
Keeps them alive in your heart.
yeah,
It
and
feels,
those experience, it just keeps you young.
it feels like the garage is doing you more than you're doing the garage now. Like it's sort of taken on its own life force,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just sort of the vessel through which it lives. It's an incredible spot.
It really is. Like,
and if you spend time here, like real time here, quietly,
Yeah.
there's so much to see and appreciate.
it's amazing.
Like look
very
at this
impressive.
picture above. Look at this picture of above Derek's head.
Oh yeah.
Bo.
Directly.
No, below Bo of all
one-
of us looking down.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure how that picture's not
That's amazing.
as big as you can make it.
Because it will be. It just costs. It costs
That's
money,
amazing.
Derek.
I appreciate some of
Yeah.
those newer editions of you ushering and getting pictures with some famous locals.
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
Yeah, a few years ago, we
Speaking of celebrities, goodness gracious.
Oh.
Kendra Fuhs in the house.
Kendra walking through.
Back from book club.
Hey, are those
Slinking.
chicken
early.
wings? Are those chicken wings?
I'm being real.
Damn it.
One can dream.
No, that's some flatbread pizza. I can guarantee because my
All right.
wife made it.
Some tofu crap.
Brian, if we'll
What's the
just
little-
no, go ahead,
No,
Craig.
I was just curious about the little figurine up there with the accordion. What's that about?
Yeah, that's what you're pointing out. That's Magnus for Magnuson.
Wow.
So every year, Jasper, Indiana hosts Strassenfest. Jasper is a very German
Okay.
town that celebrates its roots, and so the first weekend of August is Strassenfest, and that figurine was on the stage of one of the bands playing, and somebody had gifted that to me, and that's Magnus. He's just he's right here,
Setting the tone.
setting the tone.
Question I've always had about this spot, Brian, other than your Dwayne Wade cell phone and that tribute that we talked about in the previous podcast. Is there anything in this garage that's like the Mona Lisa or close to that? That's probably an obvious question, but is there anything in here that's, top of the heap?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's got to be. I'm sorry.
So, yeah, I grew up, obviously we talked about Michael Jordan, so that experience at Michael Jordan, that's top of the top, right? That is it. That's my guy. I loved Michael Jordan. I also grew up and still am a diehard Chicago Cubs fan. Ryan Sandberg was my favorite baseball player next to Bo Jackson.
Good one.
So below that 103 bleacher sign that Craig had pointed out is a picture of me and my childhood hero. And this goes back to the Cubs. You guys remember the Steve Bartman
Oh
infamous foul ball?
Oh yeah.
Right. So the Cubs were making a big, deep playoff run. And I had an opportunity to have some very great seats for the last stretch of the playoff season, of the home season, and then into the playoffs. But the last two games the Cubs had a doubleheader against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Let's play two.
Cubs had to win one of those games to win the NL Central. And so I'm coming down to the seat, and the seat happens to be next to the dugout where you're resting your beer on the dugout. And I sit down, and sitting next to me as he sits down is my childhood hero. I have probably 150 baseball cards of Ryan Sandberg.
Rhino.
I'm sharing a armrest with Ryan Sandberg for an entire game. This game, and again, doubleheader. Cubs have to win the first one to advance and clinch the division to move on to the playoffs. So it's Cubs have the lead. It's the ninth inning. Top of the ninth. There's one or two outs. Stadium's going nuts, right? Wrigley's excited. Everybody's going nuts. There is a foul ball that is hit to the first base side where me and my buddy Rhino are sitting.
This is pre-nets too, isn't it?
Correct. But it's a high pop fly that is coming down, and the ball hits the ball is coming down where Ryan and I are standing. The ball hits the corner of the dugout. Actually, before that, the ball is coming down. For some crazy reason, we both kind of cower. We have Ryan Sandberg, one of the best defensive Gold Glove second basemen of all time. We both kind of cower over each other, and the ball happens to hit between us, hits the corner of the dugout, and ricochets like 40 rows back. Cubs end up winning the game. This moment that I'm describing is on video, which I have, and friends who are watching the game at Wrigley bars are like, because the camera guy's like, "Oh, that's Ryan Sandberg," and I'm right there like a freaking idiot. And so Cubs end up winning the game. Everybody's happy. Ryan gets up, I get up, and we're kind of walking in different directions out the aisle. And I look at my childhood hero. I said, "Ryan, you coming back for game 2? He's like, "Brian, I wouldn't miss it." I go, "Good. Make sure you bring your mitt."
Amazing.
I said that to my childhood hero, the Gold Glove, the best defensive player.
I'll tell you, Brian.
God
like,
bless his soul, Ryan Sandberg, one of the best, man.
when I first
baseman.
met you and started hanging out in your garage, one of the things that like I think we bonded on was my basketball player guy, and I saw the jersey on the wall. Grandmama, you got LJ's jersey on your wall from UNLV. How amazing!
Yeah. I mean, who didn't love the UNLV running Rebels back in the 90s? You had Jerry Darkanian with the towel. Remember, he used to drape that towel.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the most iconic.
He would bite it.
He would bite it.
When I was an NBA guy back in the
soak it in the
90s,
water.
like I had his rookie like I was just a major Hornets fan.
So people will remember this. So UNLV is playing Arkansas, 40 minutes of hell in Little Rock. Todd Day and the crew flipping up 3-pointers.
Yeah.
There's a moment in which there's sort of a scuffle. Todd Day squares up on Larry Johnson. For those who don't know,
Big boy.
Larry Johnson was made of traps and hate.
Oops.
And Larry Johnson looked at Todd Day, no shit, like, what? Like, what are you doing right now? Todd Day was like 6'4", 6'5",
that's about right.
168 pounds wet, could shoot from the logo. But that moment, I'll never forget it. LJ just looked at him, and I think Todd Day might have like quasi thrown a punch, and LJ just sort of moved his neck and was just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, if I decide to do this, you'll cease to exist.
Yeah.
Is there an eclectic piece or two in here that is worth drawing attention to? Because I'm looking up and
Oh my God, there's 1,000.
I know.
When you say eclectic, can you elaborate on what?
Just like
Yeah,
something
because that
that
means
was
different
like
things to
elaborate,
different
but
people.
because
something that people
I
don't
did have a
normally
question.
draw attention to. Like
Yeah.
I immediately went to Eddie Vedder.
Well, and
People
you're
go to
looking
Jordan.
At your
People go
picture
to
with Roy Williams and
Like-
Ike Lozwalski.
Like, is there some
and-
story of some guy that just never gets brought up that comes
Like-
to your head when we ask you? And we're putting you on the spot. So I don't
Cape
expect you to-
Tony's saloon? I'm just like, is there
Yeah.
like looking above? There's some empty beer cans. There's some media
Yeah.
credentials. There's a
Nobody
lot of
asks about
stuff.
Sergeant Pepper's.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
the,
off
the
the, top
Beatles
of your
are
head,
sort of the forgotten thing in this garage.
but
which
off
is
the top of
crazy.
your head, is there something along those lines where you're just like, this one was a little bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
I stole this one out of the back of a cop's car.
Yeah. There's a number of those.
I think the
Well,
cell
how you
phone's
process
probably-
that? I got a secondary question.
Yeah, go for it.
When did you know you were going to do this? Was there one item that you got and you were like had the epiphany, or was it no? I'm building this thing and eventually I'll unleash it.
Yeah, great question.
Great question.
We moved here from Indianapolis, Indiana. Shout out to Heartland. In in the Midwest, you have basements, right? So our basement at the time before I had there's bookshelves, and I was a collector, right? I have every Michael Jordan Sports Illustrated. I have all these stuff. I mean, there's stuff that can't fit in the garage, and then stuff, as we talked about earlier, that because of the heat and sunlight, you just got to be cautious of it. So I was always a collector. Baseball cards, ticket stubs, everything. So this has given me a reason to kind of highlight and pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing that maybe stands out, there's a picture of Jimmy Buffett over here, where I ran into him in Key West. It was a Tuesday night.
So
We were at
appropriate to run into
Hog's
him there.
Breath Saloon. We were at Hog's Breath Saloon on a Tuesday night. I was there for work. Great group of people. And there was a house band playing. They were playing Southern rock, right? Allman Brothers, that just kind of good stuff. And I kind of looked at one of my teammates and I said, "You see that guy leaning up against that tree over there in the back?" It wasn't a busy night. It was like a Tuesday. And I said, "I think that's Jimmy Buffett." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I think that is Jimmy." And that walked up to him, and we didn't talk about anything about his music career, but we talked about music a little bit. It was a short interaction, so that stands out. But I think a lot of the moments and the pictures that stand out more for me now are ones with my kids.
Yeah.
Right, taking them to Wrigley for the very first time, which they had incredible experiences at Wrigley Field. Taking them to see a Purdue football game, taking them to our nation's capital to see a Marquette game. Like I said earlier, I'm all more about family and friends and those moments that just make me happy. Because when I pull my car in here or I come out of the garage, there is inevitably something that will stop me in my tracks. I will play a song or I will pick up my phone and call a friend because I just saw him on the wall, or I'll text somebody and be like, hey, you remember that one time? And I'll have the picture because these moments, they're frozen in time.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Well, it's a beautiful way to keep gratitude in your life, right? Like you're surrounding yourself with things that remind you of how lucky you are and how grateful you should be, and these wonderful experiences you've had with people. And many of us meditate and spend some time in thought and gratitude in the morning, but this is literally a meditation surrounding you.
100%.
Yeah, there's like a vibe when you come in here.
I feel like there's one missing.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm serious.
I don't believe you.
I've spent a lot of time looking around.
I don't believe you.
Oh,
What you got?
God.
I don't
What
see
now?
Jeff Gordon in here.
Oh.
Yeah,
I see
he's
Jimmy Johnson.
He's right there. He's below Bobby
Wait,
Knight.
Whoa. Go point to him. Go point to him.
Oh, I see
There
him.
he is. He's a short one in that.
War, Jeff Gordon.
Oh
Oh, buddy,
my God.
I'll pr-
I
I'll-
swear to God. I swear
I'll
to you.
print out.
I
I'll-
saw Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah,
Brian, you
I'll
are
print out-
yeah.
such-
There's a
That was not called.
I will print out a
If I
photo
name-
of me
if
with
I was
Jeff Gordon in Victory Lane at Talladega
there's
and
not
bring it
one of-
right over here.
If I say,
That's your
oh
favorite
yeah, there's
celebrity.
not one of Jackie the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader,
look,
he would go like,
I have a
oh
new
yeah,
game.
there is.
Oh.
Right there.
I have a new game. Look, I said that there was in the last episode. I said that there was going to be a hidden gem in here,
Easter
but I feel
eggs.
like everybody needs to get in on this.
Easter eggs.
Slowly,
I love this.
slowly. Now with the way AI is,
I love this.
take a picture of Brian and AI him with somebody that's dead or hasn't been around for quite some
That's
time,
a little
and
dark.
just put it on the wall
Okay,
somewhere.
okay.
and see if he can find
fine.
it.
I like it actually.
Or we could go through the list.
Just we
got to
do it over time.
Already
Already
passed.
So can I tell you?
because I bet it'll take him a little while to notice it, or
So-
maybe not.
if I could share one of my something that I think will happen, I want to happen, is I want to, whether it's through this great podcast or Front Row Life that I'm thinking through, I want to recreate these engagements with these people.
Mm-hmm.
I want to invite them back, whether it's remote or here. I mean, I spent 15 minutes with Vince Carter and we didn't talk about basketball. I can promise you,
You might
I
know a
can
thing
promise
or
you
two.
right now that if I were to tee up the conversation and the situation, he would remember it like that. I mean, there's a picture, that picture of that Usher picture of me and my buddy Scott.
Yeah.
You
They
know,
were talking about Ursher.
you know who took that picture.
Who?
So that
I
was
see it,
that was
I see
after that was after a
To the
Carol.
right of
Oh
the
wait a second. Wait a second.
right- right
I know-
next to
I know
that-
the story, but I won't.
Yeah.
I won't.
President Obama
So
took
right,
that picture.
yeah. So this, you
I'll
know,
take you. Hey, I'll take you. Hand
I'm
me
pretty
your
sure I know
camera.
this one.
Hand me your camera.
So what? So I've been blessed to be an usher for the North Carolina men's basketball team for the last 4 seasons, and after one game, my buddy Scott and I, who usher one of the best sections, we're there on the floor, and I look over and I see Drake May. I see Drake walking across the floor, and I call him out. I say, "Hey Drake, do the universal sign for a picture. Hey Drake, quick picture." And he's like, he's the nicest guy. He's the nicest guy. He goes, "Sure, no problem." And he walks up to me and my buddy Scott in our sweet usher vest.
Oh, it's sexy.
It is dang sexy.
Derek, go get a
And-
picture of that real quick.
and he instinctively just kind of gets in the middle of us and puts his arms around, and I go no, can you get a picture? I go, Drake,
me and
can you get a
Scott."
picture of me and Scott? So that picture right there, I swear on the whole, and I promise, again, inviting people back. If I were to tell
That's
Drake,
amazing.
whenever I have a conversation with
He's
Drake,
felt like these mother.
whenever I have a conversation with Drake, I said, hey, have you ever taken a picture of two ushers at a North Carolina men's? He has been in more pictures. You know, if you're
been in 40 in the last
he's
6
been in
minutes.
1,000 pictures, but
in the last
but,
6 minutes.
That
but,
one just
but
hits
has anybody
different.
called him out and said, "Hey, can you take a picture of me and my
hey,
buddy?"
Drake. Hey, Drake,
Did he
man.
sneak a selfie on there? or
Picture?
anything?
Oh, sure.
From
sure,
across
sure.
the floor, not the person standing
Hey,
next
Drake,
to me.
hustle
Drake,
up. We
come
gotta
over
get
here.
this
over here and
place.
take
We
a
gotta close
picture.
this place down. Lights are out.
That actually leads me to a story. So I was in Houston for the Super Bowl, the Falcons Patriots 28-3 Super Bowl, and I'm sitting at Torchy's Tacos.
Oh, wait,
in
who won
Houston,
the
Texas.
final?
Oh,
Who won
yeah.
that game?
Didn't work out great for the Falcons. I'm sitting at Torchy's Tacos in Houston, and in comes a bunch of Patriots players. It's a bunch of O linemen, D linemen, big monsters. They're all wearing their Patriots team issued gear, and Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy
Handsome
Garoppolo
Jimmy.
is impossibly handsome in real life. Like, you'd see him and be like, that's a movie star. I should definitely get my photo taken with him. So I'm sitting at a table probably 20 feet away, and I'm watching the staff come out. And the staff is seeing all these big men in Patriots outfits or, whatever, their gear. And suddenly they're like taking pictures, but they're handing Jimmy Garoppolo their phones to take photos with men. They have no idea who they are. They're just giant men in Patriots costumes. And it hit me as like, oh, these people don't know who Jimmy G is. It would be like if you walked up on a movie set and Tom Cruise was standing there and the guy who played like Thug Number 4, you were like, I'd like a picture with Thug Number 4 because he looks the part. Can this handsome person take a photo of us? I don't think Tom Cruise has ever been handed a camera, but I know Jimmy G has because I watched it happen, and it was hilarious.
Dude, but that makes me think of, so we went to a show at the Ryman, and Derek and I were walking around the lobby.
Yes.
And I don't pay attention, I guess, enough to my surroundings or recognize who's around me. But who did we end up taking a picture with that night?
Oh shit! Who did we see?
It was like a legendary country women.
That was
artist.
the 49 Winchester concert.
yeah.
It was
And
a
it was- I
legendary
wasn't with you at that
woman's
point.
country
I'll
guitar
have it in a minute.
Yeah,
tuner.
it was. It was like
she's
like 70 something or whatever.
She was a
She's
Grand
just-
Ole Opry.
It was Dolly, wasn't it?
No, no,
No, I wish it was Dolly.
It was
Brian, you don't have
I
to
didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Keep
but
going. I'll figure it out.
Brian, you don't have to name it just to keep, your things secure. But what would you suspect is something in here that's the most valuable?
Oh,
Oof.
And be careful, on how you answer.
the Bears. It's
What do you think? Is it one of your Sports Illustrated?
Yeah, there's a number of items in here that have monetary value, right? There's autographs, there's old sports, Jordan's first Sports Illustrated up there when he was in the Carolina jersey. But honestly, I go back to it's the pictures of friends and family that mean more, or a sign I got from some place that had meaning, right? That those hold more significance.
Good answer.
Somebody brings you something.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
absolutely.
Derek, you look like your eyes are a little.
Well,
bit,
he figured out who
His eyes
he
are
ran
red.
into.
Yeah, I'm going back to Jeff's
Who
story.
looked like she
he
was
put me
not
right on
good.
the spot. So Lucinda Williams,
Yes.
That's
who
it.
was an absolute country music legend.
never
Yeah.
heard of her.
You're
Really?
It's
No,
understandable.
I'm not. I'm just being serious.
Same
yeah,
time.
I'm not being.
I don't even know
I
what to
promise
say.
you, I'm not being.
I'm not even a country music
no,
fan.
but you should. She's punk music, country rock.
Yeah.
And so I see Lucinda. Jeff and I are like running to the restroom or whatever. I was like, oh my shit, that's Lucinda Williams.
I would have never, ever, look, I'm not a huge country music fan. I'm sorry, but like Dave Matthews could walk by me, and I would never think it was Dave Matthews walking by me. So it probably wouldn't even. No, but it wouldn't. Like I don't think that I'm gonna run into those kind of people. You know what I mean? Like. So anyway, go ahead.
I ran into him in a convenience store one time in Charlottesville.
So Lucinda's with a crew, and I go over, and I'm like, Lucinda, and she looks at me, and she had a crew with her, and to be fair, Lucinda had a stroke a few years ago, and so she's got a few folks around her,
right.
And so I went over and I just said, I'm not this person either. I was like, I have to have a photo with Lucinda Williams. She is the ultimate bad bitch of country music. Like that's just a fucking fact. So I go over, I take a photo with her, I go back, I text my nephew, who's like a monster country music fan, and he goes, I need you to go back there and tell her she's a bad bitch. And I was like, I'm not sure. So we go back outside, we're sitting there, and this guy who was with her, I think it was her husband, I went to him and I said, hey, man, I shared with him this experience. I said, I talked to my nephew who's like 30 years old and he loves Lucinda. And he said, I need you to tell her she's a bad bitch. And he goes, go tell her that. She'd fucking love it. And I went over to her and I shared this with Lucinda. And I was like, I just need you to tell you, like my 30-year-old nephew said, I have to say to your face, you're a bad bitch. She goes, I'm a bad bitch.
I love that story.
It was dope. We'll post a photo.
It was just funny because like I just would have never ever like thought like there was no hubble-up. There was no like I just would have never thought.
Yeah.
And Derek was like, "Hey, that's Lucinda." And I
that's
was like,
part
oh
of
my God.
Nashville too, because she was just attending a show of a badass band that we love, and that actually like. In that moment kind of validated for me. I was like, I love 49 Winchester. Lucinda dragged her ass out of her house and came to see 49 Winchester.
That's awesome.
I'm right.
That is so
They're
cool.
awesome.
Absolutely. Cool. Awesome. Well, another fun recording of what a unique spot your garage is, Brian. Honestly, I think that, we don't come here a ton. I mean, I'm saying we come here plenty.
Yeah.
But it's it's probably once every 6 weeks.
There is I'm going to warn everybody. There's a carbon monoxide leak in this garage. There's a time warp. I have been in this garage, looked at my watch and thought, "Oh, it's only 11 o'clock.
Yes.
I'll probably be home by midnight." And then I look at my watch again and it's 3.
Okay, well, there's that.
And that's how this garage works. That's the spell. That's the
space-time
magic of this
continuum.
garage.
It's the magic.
It's a time warp. And when you're in this garage, there's no chance you're having a bad time.
No.
Not
allowed.
No one's ever had a bad time in this garage in their whole lives.
Nope.
Ever.
So
It's an incredible spot.
Well, I just want to say thank you guys for humoring me, humoring the garage, humoring my wife. But in all honesty, this garage wouldn't be what it is without you guys. And that's genuine, right? So
I'm looking back on a photo that was taken. No, I'm just to your point. The things that you're paying tribute to, Brian.
Yeah.
I mean, there's your Kentucky Derby party hosts.
Oh yeah.
When we were on Mike Thomas's boat 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
pictures
How about the black and white?
smattered here
Look at
and
the
there.
black and white.
Yeah, the pictures
Under
of us on
Captain
Oak
Tony's.
Island at the Moose Lodge. There's just smatterings of what you continue to come back to, which is the real importance of the garage. Of a Sports Illustrated cover seems cool, but what draws you to it and what gives you inspiration in here is the pictures of the experiences you've had and the friends that you're surrounded by. So I don't know. Good stuff.
Well said.
Well, I will say, like, even Campbell, for our experience last year at Clemson, like Brian took it upon himself to like reach out to the Clemson sports department and like hook up that whole added experience that we had. And, that's just another episode of Forrest Fuhs in the building. So
yeah.
just goes to show you what the garage can do. But
Goes to show you what
Or
sitting
what
in the
Brian
front
can
row of
do.
your life can do.
That's right. So
Jeff, looking forward
we're getting
to
this episode. We're getting this other podcast going. So look forward to it.
looking
We'll,
forward, Jeff, to watching you get your tattoo colored in this weekend. Craig,
Yep.
high five.
Craig again on the pod.
Got any-
Hopefully he's here
got any
more often.
Closing comments tonight. Have you had a fun time tonight?
It's been great.
Good.
Yeah.
Was
Hey,
it-
buy the tickets?
Hey,
Buy the
that's
tickets.
right. Hey, big shouts out to Carson as well.
Yeah.
Carson did good.
a rookie, first time participant. Fantastic
Had no
work
idea
by
he
him.
was going to get thrown in the fire.
He was so good.
Hey, can I just say one thing about Carson? No one had to tell him to eat the mic.
No, he was in the mic. He's a natural.
in the mic. So, Jeff, take us
All
out
right.
of here, buddy.
It's another episode of 15 Friends. We appreciate y'all hanging with us in the Grateful Garage. Thanks to Brian and the family for hanging with us. Thanks to Craig for joining us finally again. And we love y'all, man. Stay tuned. Join the socials. And live in the front seat of your life. Love y'all.
Once in a while you get shown the light, the strangest of faces if you look at it right.